Hi, I'm Christine Weller.
I'm Molly Weller.
I'm Mara Weller.
And I'm Alex Weller.
And we love history! Today we're going to tell you about
Paleolithic people.
The agricultural revolution.
First civilizations.
Woo!
Yeah. This meat is so nasty and small and disgusting. I hate it. You suck.
Why are you insulting the meat?
I don't want to make sure that the hunter is better than me because I don't want them to get all high and mighty.
Well, why would you do that? Isn't it important to be proud of what you've gained yourself?
Nope, it's part of our culture. It's part of our culture.
Well, it's not part of ours. Not at all. I'm a Chumash person, and that is not what we do. We value gaining things for yourself and making a profit.
I'm a San person.
Insulting the meat was a custom practiced by the San people of southern Africa. It meant that some man went hunting and brought home really impressive meat. They would make sure to literally insult and degrade the meat. This was to make sure that no one in the community would get too full of himself, as they believed that this would lead to them later killing someone.
The San social structure was very egalitarian. Their social relationships were actually very complex. For example, people with the same name shared a special bond. However, this equalization of the group was not maintained without effort.
The Chumash people were a very significant society because during their time, the first signs of inequality and forms of leadership began to emerge. Specifically, these inequalities emerged within the Brotherhood of the Tomal, which was an elite guide of people who made the Tomal boats. They started exploring the fishing opportunities and trading opportunities the Tomal provided, which led them to becoming way wealthier and successful than the rest of their community.
Fun fact, first people in Arabic is written like this. And you say it like illness is ewelun.
Oh my gosh, I can't plant this seed. It's too cold and frozen. I can't plant it. Oh no, what am I going to do? Now the ice is melted. I can plant my seed. Yay!
The agricultural revolution, also called the Neolithic Revolution, was the worldwide transition to use agriculture instead of hunting and gathering that occurred after the end of the Ice Age. In some places, agriculture was more difficult than others. It's so nice and warm out here. It's so easy for me to think. I love this environment.
Another fun fact, this is agriculture in Arabic, and you say it like il-zara. In Mesopotamia, there was a large blossoming of agricultural practices and animal domestication,
Vocab word!
which is similar across the region. What are you doing?
I'm trying to do my math homework, and I need to draw a circle, but it won't work.
Well, of course, you need a tool that'll help you draw a circle, like this compass.
The Americas experienced it more slowly due to a lack of variety in animals, while in the Pacific Islands the transition was rapid. The north and south orientation of the Americas also made it more difficult for agricultural practices to spread there.
Some places like Africa experienced the agricultural revolution scattered around in different areas with varying plants and animals.
The use of agriculture also fostered many technological innovations, such as weaving, metalworking, and the secondary products revolution, which was new uses for domesticated animals such as for milk and fertilizer. Different cultures grew out of agriculture. I love my cow. I need him to go everywhere with me.
Molly, come on, we have to go to class. We have a test.
But I have to bring my cow.
What do you mean you have to bring your cow? Just put them in your locker.
I need my cow with me all the time or I can't do anything.
Why?
Well, my teacher said I couldn't bring my cow to class and I have to have my cow with me.
So you're like dependent on your cow?
Yeah, and he's dependent on me because I have to pet him all the time.
Oh.
He needs me and I need him.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Pastoral societies were nomadic, but totally dependent on animals, whose migrations they followed.
Politics are important. You need them for a society to run. Yeah?
What was that word you said? Politics? What are you saying?
What do you mean?
Like, what does that mean? I come from an agricultural village. We don't have a word for that.
Agricultural village societies had no formal state. Instead, they were led by lineage groups.
I pass my chiefdom down to you, my son.
I wish I could be a chief, but I'm not in your family, so I never can be a chief.
Sorry, that's how it goes. Only runs in the family.
I guess so.
We're doing a project.
Chiefdoms indicate the first presence of power inherited by birth.
In hunting and gathering societies, people took from the land what it naturally provided. They were not interfering in the process of raising plants or animals, only consuming. However, when agriculture started, people were controlling evolution. They planted crops all of the same type in sections of fertile ground. Some peoples also domesticated animals and used them to help in their farming practices. They were using something called intensification, getting more for less, and this allowed human societies to support a larger population.
Farming has become such a normal element of human life that were we to stop, the plants and animals we've domesticated would be unable to survive by themselves, as would we. Agriculture has created a mutual dependency,
Important phrase!
between humans and both plants and animals.
Egypt and Mesopotamia were two of the largest first civilizations.
Christine, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for my mom to pick me up. Our tennis practice got rained out, and it keeps happening, and our team doesn't get enough practice time, so we're not playing well.
Oh my god, that sucks. It's been so rainy all week, so you haven't done practice at all. I'm heading to volleyball, and we practice indoors, so we're not even dependent on the weather at all.
Oh, lucky.
So we're doing great this season.
They both sprouted near rivers, but the nature of these rivers was the foundation for the main difference between them. The inundation
Vocab word!
of the Nile was predictable, and since it provided the people with the means to grow crops and therefore live peacefully, they saw it as a blessing from the gods. Following from this, believed that the afterlife was a luxurious and comfortable place granted to you if you should live ethically.
In Mesopotamia, however, the Tigris and Euphrates rivers flooded unpredictably. Due to this disorderly environment, Mesopotamians believed that their gods were malevolent and that the afterlife was a dark and perilous place.
Both civilizations used grain-based agriculture fed by the water of their rivers. And though they traded with different areas, Egypt and Mesopotamia both developed long-distance trade relationships. You know what I really hate, guys?
What?
I hate how Henry and Saga are running our class.
I know,
Like,
right?
I don't agree
What's
with
wrong with it? I think they're doing a great job.
Well, I don't agree with what they're doing. Like, I think we should break off and start our own group. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they should be overthrown for sure.
Yeah.
No, but then guys, if there are two separate groups, we're just gonna not get along with each other and we're gonna fight all the time.
No, but we should be able to rule ourselves.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't agree with what they're doing. I don't want to have, like, two people that control everything we do.
Yeah. Well, do what you want. Me and Alex are out.
Bye.
Other elements of Mesopotamian life were disorderly. They had separate city-states instead of a unified state like Egypt, which these often went to war with each other and their cities were often vulnerable to invasion. The violent activity caused people living in rural areas to flee to walled cities for protection, so most people lived in cities. In Egypt, most people lived in agricultural villages near the Nile, given food security by the desert.
What was that?
Another difference between the two is that women in Egypt had many more rights than those in Mesopotamia. They could file for divorce and own land. Respectable women in Mesopotamia had to wear veils in public. This inequality was partly caused by the fact that men had to leave for war more in Mesopotamia due to the violent setting, so they were treated as property rather than people. Another fun fact, civilization in Arabic looks like this, and it's pronounced Il-Hadara.
Egypt and Mesopotamia are great examples of geographical determinism, which is the environment determining the culture of a place.
This, in Arabic, fun fact, means happy face, which is weg sa'id. This, in Arabic, means frowny face or sad face, and you say it weg ebis.